We can use as many websites as we want so long as they're suitable for us, and it just means that we get to learn much more.
We use lots of different apps and they're useful for different things. We could make documents, so say if you want to do extra homework.
Barclay Primary is an amalgamation of the previous infant and junior schools.
We have about 1,200 pupils on roll. We're quite a culturally diverse area, so we have a high proportion of children from minority ethnic backgrounds, and about 70% of the children in our school speak English as an additional language.
Our whole pedagogy is very much based on good or better every day. It's about being precise and using targeted teaching to teach to the children's needs. And in particular, it's also around integrating the facets like ICT as an extension of learning rather than as an add-on.
We've been on a Google journey for about 3 years now, and it's been a huge transition. Researching all of our old software and finding web-based application that can be used on all of our devices, even upgrading our wireless to support the amount of devices we have running throughout the entire school. And we're also using digital signage up in the main reception, a screen in each corridor which is displaying presentations that's relevant to what they're learning in the curriculum at that time.
In the Google platform, we're able to give our students access to such a wide variety of devices to start their learning journey through what they're going to see when they get older. We have Chromebooks in the class where we have 6 to 10 per classroom so that teachers can decide where they want them to go and what students can be using them for what lesson. We really think that students should have the ability to use a wide variety of devices and not just get used to using one device every day.
One of the key benefits with deploying Chromebooks across the entire school is the boot up time. Everyone's logged in within 8 to 15 seconds, so straight away the teacher's all ready to go rather than waiting what used to be 5-10 minutes and half the lesson's over.
We actually found that there are a lot of apps both on the Chromebooks and on the tablets that we can use to enhance targeted teaching. So a lot of the times we'll actually pick specific math or literacy apps for a group of children to use within a lesson to enhance specific parts of the curriculum for them, have them work on that for a while we maybe teach another section of this class something else. So we find that using the App Store and using specific apps, we can target learning that way.
For example, you can do a slideshow, you can do posters, you can do questionnaires with Google Forms, and there's you don't have limits.
One of the bigger applications that we use throughout the entire school is Google Classroom.
We have this website called Google Classroom where the teachers post assignments that we do for our lessons.
They might ask questions in the classroom and where they also publish homework.
But when we first launched Google Classroom, over the weekend a teacher noticed a child ask a question about the homework, but within 30-40 seconds another child who was obviously on Google Classroom recognised that and said, oh no, this is how you do it. So straight away there's the collaboration.
Instead of them wasting paper, instead of them talking that much, they give us the class assignment on the classroom.
So whether they're using a Chromebook, a Chromebox, a tablet or a smartphone, they're all saving to the Google Drive and it's accessible from everywhere. Whereas before we was limited to a server inside the school, so the students could only work within the school environment, and again there wasn't that continued learning where they could access their content wherever they are.
One thing we've been using at Barclay to really get our students engaged and enhance lessons is virtual reality. We're able to take our students places that they wouldn't be able to go.
The students use Google Cardboard while the teacher uses a companion tablet app to instruct the field trip.
They get so much more out of feeling like they're there using this virtual reality than they'd get from looking at a book, a photo, or even watching a YouTube clip.
It's experiential learning. And I think, we've got the technology. You're going to go and photocopy a picture of a pyramid when you could be in the pyramid and see the pyramid. Makes a massive difference.
We have seen a really positive impact on pupils' attainment since we've been using the Google platform. There's a real variety to our teaching, which has enhanced the pupils' engagement and the creativity in our lessons as well.
Where before, everything was pen and paper, now we can do both. We can have pen and paper and we can have them using the Chromebooks, the tablets to aid in their learning. So they might be on a Google Doc typing up an essay or a piece of writing, and you can actually be on that document with them, giving them feedback right then and there so that you're getting the best out of the students' work.
Having been validated by Ofsted in our flagship school with 1,300 kids, we feel we do have a really, really good model. We want to look at how we embed that in our current schools and how they progress and how their children progress as assessment proficient learners. But at the same time, we will always be evaluating how can we improve it. So I always want to be ahead of the curve around new kit, new technology, and already I'm planning for the next 3 years is what's that next upgrade coming? What is it that would further enhance? Is it, trying to increase the amount of technology the kids have access to? I mean, even our primary kids are probably more skilled up than a lot of other schools, primaries and secondaries, just because we've exposed them to a range of technology from the age of 3.